So let's begin. How does Patanjali Yoga Sutra 1 begin?
So Guruji says, now I will enunciate the discipline of yoga.
Perfect. Yeah, that is the first sutra. You can see this clearly, right? Yeah. Atha Yoganushasanam. Atha means now, right now. This now also has a deeper meaning. I'll get into that. Yeah. This says Atha is now, Yoga nu Anushasanam. Anushasan, Guruji explained it. What is Anushasan?
Discipline.
Self-discipline. Yeah? That I set for myself. Yeah? I need to be disciplined. You also do that. No? From now onwards, I am not going to get angry. I am not going to smoke. I am not going to drink or something. Some self-imposed discipline is there, right? Yeah? That self-imposed discipline is called Anushasanam. Got it? Yeah. So now he is saying that now is the time when he is ready to enunciate the self-discipline that you must take, should impose on your own self. Yeah. And now means what?
Right now.
Yeah. What is the meaning of now?
Present.
It has a deeper meaning than that. Huh? It means that when the mind is not in a good situation, yeah, when you're not very happy, when everything in life is just turbulent, yeah, when still you feel that okay, you have money, you have kids, you have relationships, you have everything, but still there is something lacking within. Happens, no? Yeah, something is still missing. There is still something that is not right. Yes? When you are in this state of turmoil, you usually want to run away from knowledge, right? Yeah? He says, when you are in this state of confusion, turmoil, not so happy, not feeling absolutely great, yeah, that is the time self-discipline must be adopted. Yeah? And yoga means the union between the small mind and the big mind. We spoke about this before. Yeah? Guruji actually made you experiment it in the video. Did you do it? Did you close your eyes when he told you to close your eyes? Yeah? Everything that Guruji does in the videos, we should do, say, earnestly, as if Gurudev is sitting in the room and explaining to me. Yeah? So if you really closed your eyes and squeezed your eyes and then moved in, you would have noticed that he took you through certain levels. Yeah? These are called koshas. So there is an environment. This is one layer. We are lost in the external environment. There are either people in our environment in whom we are lost, or some situation that is there, or there is a thing that you like or a dislike. Yeah? Your old dying car or your brand new multi-million house. Both are in the environment. External environment is the first layer. He made you move from there to the body. Did you notice? He told you to squeeze your eyes. So that brings the attention from here to here. Are you seeing that? Yeah. Then he said, now observe the person looking at me through those eyes. Yeah. So he took you even one more step beyond the body. Yeah. Where you can even observe this body like, a third person. Yeah? It's almost like actually making yourself recognize that I am not the environment, I am not the body, and going even more deeper. Yes? This is yoga. Those who have done Ashtavakra, they will be able to draw a parallel and say, oh, this is the same thing even that Ashtavakra talks about, Sakshi. Yeah? Withdrawing from the external environment, yeah, to the body, then taking one more step from the body within. Yeah? Maybe there also you get stuck with minds and mind chitter-chattering and saying this, saying that. Then you take even one more step beyond the mind. Yeah? That's when you realize, oh, I'm not the body, I am not the mind even. Yeah? You are that pure energy. Yeah? That is like nothingness. Yeah? It's just like light. It is just there. Yeah? But still, can you catch light? There's so much light right now here. And wherever you are, can you catch it? But it is still there, no? Just like that. That is what you are. Yeah? You cannot be tainted. And recognizing this, moving from this external to the internal, is yoga. Got it? Understood the first sutra? Yeah? That's why he says, Atha Yoganu Shasanam. Yeah? Now I shall enunciate the discipline of yoga. That's the literal translation. Yeah? Now I shall enunciate the discipline of yoga. First sutra clear? Yeah. And you understood about the self-discipline. No? It is a willingness from inside that comes, that says that yes, I need to do this. Yeah. So are you all ready for self-discipline? Everybody? Yes? However tough it might get. See, huh? Your mind will say, oh, Sunday, I'd rather go watch that new movie that has released. What? Knowledge, Patanjali, oh, how boring. Then what will you do? Huh? Discipline, but how? You will remind yourself that is just a Rajasic happiness. You remember Guruji spoke about 3 types of happiness right at the beginning? Rajasic, Tamasic and Sattvic happiness. So what is Rajasic happiness? Okay, everybody mute and just let him speak. Huh? Otherwise we all cannot hear clearly. Christina, can you mute everybody? Because we cannot hear Vivek. So Rajasic happiness is that which seems to begin well. There is some pleasure. Yeah, I'll go for the movie, I'll enjoy for 2-3 hours. But, oh, now I miss Patanjali. Now how do I come up to speed? And then you are spending extra time coming up to speed, looking for the video and actually going through this, and then you're not having that time that you had set out, and you didn't utilize the time in the right way, and now you are trying to crunch it in, and then you don't really do a good makeup session. So see, short-term happiness, long-term misery. Yeah, I'm just giving you an example. Yeah, apply it to other things in life. Yeah, sometimes just for a short-term happiness, we will give away something that seems difficult. Yeah, oh, who will do pranayam? Oh, keep hands like this, keep it like this, so painful. Who wants to do Kriya? Yeah? Oh, might as well just go enjoy, sit in front of the TV, munch at something. That's easier. But in the long term, we notice that, oh, my mind is miserable. Yeah, my mind is not calm and relaxed the way I want it to be. And all this has happened because I ran after short-term pleasure in life. Are you seeing that? Have we all been doing that? Yes? Yeah. So recognize this. I have been doing this. Yeah, so make a list of all the small little Rajasic happiness things, items that you can come up with. This is homework number 1. What Rajasic happiness do I keep running behind? Yeah? Rajasic is all that is short-term pleasure. Yeah? Finally, it ends in long-term misery. Yeah? Got it? Rajasic. What is Tamasic? It appears to be happiness, but in reality, there is only misery, right from the beginning to the end. For example, drugs. Yeah, it just appears from outside. Oh, he is enjoying so much. Let me also take drugs. But after that, the addiction to it, and then the mind not able to control itself, that discipline is gone. You lose control of your own life. Not only to drugs, it can happen to alcohol. It can happen when you take sex beyond a point. It can happen in so many things in life. Yeah, it can happen gambling, so many things. People get into stealing and then develop the disease of stealing, kleptomania, you've heard about. Yeah? So, see, small little things can tempt you, yeah? And it appears to be, happiness, but actually it's only misery right from the beginning to the end. That is tamasic. Huh? Now, tamasic also is just spending your entire Saturday, Sunday from morning, 7 a.m. to night 12, you are just sitting and watching TV on the couch. This is also tamas. You are increasing tamas. Yeah, getting addicted to all the new gadgets which are there in the market today has led to attention deficiency syndrome. You know this, right? Yeah. If you've not noticed it, check how you could be focused few years ago when you didn't have so many gadgets. You were very focused on whatever you were doing, and now the focus is gone. Pick up a book and read and see how long do you really read. After one paragraph, the mind starts going here and there. Yeah, this is the attention deficiency which has come up because of so many gadgets and Facebook and this app and that app. We are constantly, multitasking. And that's taken away the focus from us. Yeah? And not multitasking in a nice way, it's multitasking feverishly. That's what I'm talking about. Huh? So Rajasic and Tamasic happiness clear. Yeah? Third is Sattvic. Yeah? When something is not so pleasurable to begin with, but it finally ends in joy. Yeah? Like, starting to do pranayam. I have to do 8. Again 8 here and 6. So much. Really, Ujjayi breath. So much work. Yeah, but when you do a really good pranayam, yeah, complete focus on your breath and really stretching the breath in and out. When you do a pranayam 100%, how do you feel at the end? So relaxed, you feel so calm. Your entire kriya becomes really more enjoyable with a good pranayam. Same thing with exercise. How much who's going to run on that elliptical treadmill and elliptical? Who's going to go to the gym? Yeah, then you don't go to the gym, then you see what happens. God has blessed you with that extra health. Yeah. So recognize that. Doing these few things, I can discipline myself, and that in the beginning may look difficult to me, but it will end in joy. That is Sattvic happiness. Got it? Yeah, so exercise, anything, meditating, doing this jnana, this knowledge itself is burning, it's like a fire. Yeah, applying this knowledge, anger is coming up and I have to apply knowledge. Oh, it's so difficult that time, right? Yeah, but when I actually apply that knowledge in that difficult moment and I don't burst out into anger, I don't react and I'm very calm, I remain extremely established and then take the right decision without screaming and shouting, I feel so good at the end. Right? Sattvic happiness. So clear, no? Rajasic, Tamasic and Sattvic happiness. Now homework for you. Homework number 1. Keep observing your mind and keep seeing, am I moving towards more Rajasic habits? Yeah? Or do I have a lot of Tamasic habits? Yeah, like eating too many gulab jams when your stomach is saying stop. Yeah? Or, I told you already, lazing all day in front of the TV. Yeah? Observe your mind and move away from Rajasic and Tamasic activities towards more Sattvic activity. What is a Sattvic activity? What is a Sattvic activity?
Regular exercise, meditation, knowledge sessions.
Absolutely. Yeah. Meditation. Are you all meditating? Doing your kriya or meditation, whatever you have. Sahaj. Yes, everybody. Yeah. It is a must, If you want to really be sincere about your growth and your discipline, you must meditate or do kriya or whatever before you come onto a knowledge session. What does meditation or kriya do to us? It makes us like a sponge. What is a sponge? What is its quality? What does sponge do? Perfect. Sponge absorbs. Yes, this mind becomes very stiff because of all the things that happened during a week. Boss said something, wife said something, husband said something, this fight happened, that thing is not working out in life, this situation is bad. All this makes the mind very hard, very stiff. Yeah. So, how can such a stiff mind absorb knowledge? Only ego can come up. Yeah, and that ego can become an obstacle for my own growth. So what should I do? Yeah, meditate, calm down, do kriya regularly, and especially before a knowledge session, do some kriya, some meditation, pranayam, whatever. Calm down and then come on to a knowledge session. So your mind has become like a sponge with that meditation, with that calmness, and now it is ready to absorb knowledge. Yeah. This is a Sattvic activity. This is clear? Yes? Now we'll go to the next sutra. Yeah, very beautiful and very important sutra. Tada drishtu swarupe avasthanam. Guruji made you do that exercise, of moving from this external kosha towards the internal. Yeah? Those who remember their first happiness program or basic course or part 1 program, in the part 1 program we do panchakosha meditation. Yeah? So we are in the external environment. First we accept noises in the surroundings. Then we go to the body and we relax the whole body. Yeah? And then from the body we go to the level of the mind. Right? Yeah? And whatever thoughts are coming and going, I just accept them, good thoughts or bad thoughts. And then I go even one more level deeper at the level of the emotions. If there's a good feeling or bad feeling, whatever the feeling is, emotion is, I accept it. And then I go even one more deeper. that one more deeper level where there is purity, nothingness. You have all experienced at least once, one kriya, one meditation, sometime, maybe for a fraction of a second, right? That nothingness, that quietness, that avastha. Avastha means state. The last word avasthanam. That state is swarupa. Swa is my own rupa, my own form, or that is who I am. And that form I see. Drishtu is see. When I abide in the self, when I pull from all these external koshas, external layers, and go within, then I can abide in myself. So that is what is tada drishtu swarupe avasthana. Only when you move away from all the external environment and the body and the mind can you be established or abide in your own self. That's the meaning of that. Now the next one. So what happens when I'm not abiding in myself? What happens?
So if I'm not abiding in myself, my mind goes out in the external objects. But when I'm abiding in myself, I'm just established in myself. I am not interested in outside world.
Perfect. So that is the next sutra. Vritti sarupya mitratra. Mitra, Hindi word mitra, who knows? Friend. Perfect. So my consciousness word you understand? This that went out, got lost, and this that comes back in is nothing but the consciousness. So that consciousness, when it becomes friendly with the vrittis, mitratra, friendliness, with the vritti. What is vritti? Guruji told you.
Activities.
The mind gets stuck in some or the other activity. And he explained 5 activities to you. We'll go into those. But those activities are called vritti. So, vritti sarupya avastha mitratra means that this consciousness becomes friendly with the vrittis and gets lost in the world. So what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to break this one friendship with the vrittis and come and abide in yourself. Clear? Understood the 2 shlokas? So now he goes on to explain what are the vrittis. He says, vrittayah panchataya. Pancha is 5. Vrittayah is the plural of vritti. So there are 5 vrittis. They are klishta or aklishta. Klishta is that which is difficult. And aklishta, that which is not so difficult. And what are the vrittis? Who remembers?
Pramana, Pariyaya, Vikalpa, Indra, and Smriti.
Very good. Somebody has been either writing notes or is reading out from here.
I know, I'm writing my notes.
Good. Yes, I hope everybody is making notes. Otherwise it's very easy to go to sleep in an afternoon session. And you have an exam, no? I take exams on all the sessions. So better make notes, So vrittis are 5. First is pramana. The mind is constantly looking for proof. Yeah? It can be 3 types of proof. Pratyaksha means obvious proof. Experiential proof. For example, it is day right now. It is afternoon actually, mid-afternoon. Bright daylight. Yeah, at least in the USA. All those who are in USA. Yeah, this is obvious and experiential. Yeah, so mind tends to look for a pratyaksha pramana. Obvious proof. It's the tendency of the mind. Yeah. For example, your husband comes home one day and says, "Honey, I love you." Immediately what do you say? Really? What do you want? Yeah. The mind has this tendency to not easily accept something. It starts doubting. This doubt is nothing but its tendency or its hunger for proof. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. So understand it as doubt. When the mind is doubting, yeah, it is stuck in the vritti called pramana. It is looking for pramana. Yeah, I just gave you a very simple example, but you start applying this to your life. Yeah, where your mind keeps looking for proof. Oh, does that friend really, is she really friendly with me, or does she have some other intention? The mind goes on. Yeah, I want proof that she's really a good person. Things like that. Yeah? The mind is constantly in the mode of doubt. Yeah, some of you could be doubting, what is she trying to teach us? Does she know Patanjali? Yeah. So mind can get lost in doubt, and it's looking for pramana. Yeah, pratyaksha pramana, it's either looking for obvious proof or anumana. When it cannot get obvious proof, it does anumana. Anumana is a Hindi word. Tell me, what's the meaning? Anuman.
Guessing.
Ha.
So
Guessing. Yes, it's not so obvious, but I guess. Oh, the distance from here to there is probably this much. This is a guess. Yeah. So, oh, she behaved like this and she said like this. I think probably she must be a good person. Mind can go into anything. I'm just throwing out examples. You look at your mind. Yeah. So Anuman is inference, drawing an inference. You're not 100% sure, but you put 2 and 2 together and you say it's probably 4. Yeah. Anuman. Third is Agamaha. Agamaha. Who remembers Agamaha?
Scriptures, something that's being written.
Anything that has been written. People are so simple and believe everything that is written in Wikipedia is the truth. Yeah, on the internet, anything that is written is true. Yeah, so mind tends to believe everything that is written. Have you noticed? Do you know that in Wikipedia also there could be a lot of errors and you are allowed to go into Wikipedia and make changes? You know what I'm talking about, right?
WebMD is another example.
Exactly. Yeah. Mind tends to think that anything that is written, this must be it. The truth. Gospel truth. Yeah. So recognize these tendencies. Okay, do I have this tendency? This is your homework number 1. Do I have the tendency of looking for proof? Yeah? And constantly observe your mind. Only when you're very aware and observing your mind will you be able to say, oh yeah, my mind keeps running into proof. But right now it is thinking like this. Right now it is thinking like this. It's doubting this person, or it's doubting this thing that it heard right now. Yes? Doubt equals to looking for proof. That's the basic. Yeah? You will know your mind is in the vritti of pramana. Clear? Yeah? Now, what is Guruji telling you? That recognize this vritti. I have this vritti of going into doubt. Yeah? And take one step back, away from it. Doubt is always about external, either a person or a situation or a thing. Yeah? Take one step away from it. Yeah? And just observe your mind looking for proof, doing yak, whatever it goes on. Just observe it as a third person. Yeah? And you can do this very well. He actually made you do the process today, right? You keep doing it with yourself. It was not a one-time process. It was done in the video with you so that you continue doing it as a homework for the week. Yeah. So any of the 5 vrittis that we talk about, you have to practice to move away from it and observe the chitter chatter of the mind about that doubt or whatever we go into now. Clear? So what is the second vritti? Viparyaya means?
Wrong knowledge or mind thinking itself its own stories.
Something I understood wrongly. Yeah, something I made up in my own head. I put 2 and 2 together and I put some extra mirchi masala and I called it 5. Yeah. So, wrong knowledge or lack of comprehension is viparyaya. Yeah? Lack of comprehension is a better translation for viparyaya. Yeah? It can happen, no? You see your 2 friends standing in the corner whispering something going on, and you just pass from there. And they coincidentally just look at you, smile, and then they go back to their conversation. What does your mind start thinking? About me only. I know. They are talking all bad about me. You have no idea what they are talking about, but your mind made up its own wrong understanding of the situation. The situation is there. It's not that it's not there. But you have a lack of comprehension of what really is happening. And then you believe it. Nay, it is like this. Have you seen younger kids when mummy suddenly has a second baby? The older kid will start saying, "Mummy, you don't love me. I know you don't love me." Have you noticed? Yeah. We just didn't do that when we were kids. Even now in life we start thinking like that. How many times do you ask your husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend, "You don't really love me, isn't it?" Yeah? Wrong knowledge. It's the tendency of the mind to make up something and believe that is true. No, he is like this only or she is like this only. I am telling you, this is viparyaya.
Is there overlap of activities of mind sometimes?
Yes, very much. So now the mind is not very clean the way we are talking things so clearly about things. No? The mind is so confused. There are so many clouds in the sky. Yeah, it's totally muddied water. Yeah. So there is viparyaya going on, there is pramana going on, there is vikalpa going on, there is lot of confusion going on at the same time also. Yeah. Patanjali is really a spiritual scientist. He has actually dissected, he has picked up that muddied water with all its mud and picked up one little dust particle or what do you call it, the mud particle, and categorized them. This is what they are. Beautiful, na? Somebody could go into that kind of detail, how sharp and how intelligent he would be. Right? So recognize this. Do I have, homework number 2, do I get lost in viparyaya? Yeah? a wrong understanding or a lack of comprehension of things. Viparyaya clear?
This remind me of the Ashtavakra session we had, Ashtavakra 20, in which Guruji said, he was talking about Gurudev Brahmanand Saraswati ji, and there was this example where he said, somebody said, do you have time to think about something? And he said, I don't have time to think about anybody because I have this mind that I can, dissect every second, and there is just so much going on. So this kind of goes parallel to that one.
Yeah, beautiful example. Very beautiful. Yeah. So clear, na? Pramana and Viparyaya. Yes. What is the third? Third vritti?
Vikalpa.
Means? What does it mean?
Hallucination.
Yeah, I start fantasizing. That is called Vikalpa. You remember when you were small, you used to fantasize, oh, when I grow up, no, I'm going to be a truck driver, and then I will do this, and then I will do that. You remember those days? Even now, many of us sit and fantasize. I'm going to become the CEO of my company, and then I will do this. And then when my friend comes who's always, so egoistic about where he is today, I will give him one kick. Any silly thing we keep fantasizing. Have you noticed this? Yeah. So Vikalpa is that. Now there can be two different types of Vikalpa. It's not always a joyful, pleasurable fantasy. It could be a totally baseless fear. A ghost. Oh, there is a ghost standing behind that door. No, I know there is a ghost. Imagining it again and again. Doesn't your mind do that? Yeah. This is just an example. There could be other baseless fears. Oh, something is going to happen to me. I'm going to die. Some weird things people come up with. So you check. Homework number 3. Are you lost in any baseless fear or some kind of a pleasurable fantasy? And this is a constant homework. Right now you'll say, oh, I'm not lost. But maybe after Patanjali, maybe, something happens. And then fears start coming up. So these are constant homeworks for the entire week. Moment to moment to moment, keep observing the mind. Am I lost in Vikalpa? Am I lost in Viparyaya? Am I lost in doubting somebody or something and looking for proof? Yeah. When the mind is not in these 3, it is sleeping. Yeah. And in sleep also, finally it is dreaming. Guruji didn't go into the, he didn't go into the depth of it right now. He will when you go deeper into Patanjali. But even in sleep, in dreams, what do you dream of? Tell me, what do you dream of?
Generally something that we have been doing all day.
Perfect. So if during the day my mind was lost in some Viparyaya, I know he and she are there standing and talking about me. If I'm lost in this Viparyaya, what happens to me in my dream?
Probably same thing.
Probably I see the same thing, or that thing 10 times more bigger, or something weird like that. Yes, whatever happens during the day affects the mind at a very subtle level, and that manifests 10 times more in a dream. Yeah, so your mind is not really resting when you are sleeping. It's actually working 10 times more. Recognize this, Patanjali will talk more in depth about the dreams and the type of dreams. Yeah, that will be a lot of fun. So I'll wait for that day to come. Yeah? But understand that in sleep also, the mind is constantly running in these. Yeah? So if during the day I have learned to abide, learned to pull myself from the external and move internal and abide in the self, move away from vikalpa, viparyaya and pramana, in my dreams also I'll be calm. It'll be a restful sleep. Yeah, there won't be too many dreams bothering me about some viparyaya that I nurtured or some vikalpa that I went on and on. Nurturing. You nurture. Yeah, you understand nurture, no? You're just letting it happen. Yeah, there is no discipline. Patanjali is all about self-discipline. Yeah, so when you discipline to move away from this external to the internal, yeah, that is abiding in the self. So there was one more sutra that was under Viparyaya. I'll just read that out. Viparyayo mithya jnanam tad rupa pratishtham. Yeah? What does this mean? In Viparyaya, there is mithya. You understand mithya? Illusionary. It's not real. Yeah? I think the person A and person B are talking about me. This is not real. They could be coincidentally, they could have looked at me when I passed and then gone back to their discussion. It could be about the stars and planets and how the planets work. It's got nothing to do with me. But I have a mithya, an illusion in my head that they are talking about me. This is viparyayo mithya jnanam. It's a very beautiful sutra. Those who have the book, it will be there in the book. Guruji did not say, so that's why I'm explaining it to you. Tad rupa pratishtham. When I see this, I recognize, oh, this is an illusion. Yeah? Then I get established. I move away from it and I come and abide in the self. Yeah? Till the time I don't see that this is silly or this is a fantasy or this is just a silly illusion of mine, I am lost in it. Do you understand this? Till the mind understands that this is fire and I'm not supposed to put my hand into the fire, the mind will keep doing that. Like a small child will go and try to touch the fire because the child has no experience of getting burnt with the fire, right? But the moment the child gets burnt with the fire and understands, oh, this is fire, what does the child do? It does not repeat it, no? That's exactly what this sutra is saying. When you understand this is all an illusion of my mind, this is all mithya, yeah, then you are no more interested in indulging in it. You take one step back and you rest, you abide in the self. That's the meaning of that sutra. So when the mind is not in pramana, not in viparyaya, not in vikalpa, not in nidra, where is it?
Smriti.
That's your favorite place, isn't it? Past. Yeah? Basic cause, main point. What is the main point of the basic cause?
Stay in present moment.
Live in the present moment. But where does my mind love to be?
In the past.
Oh, that was so good. Or that was so bad. He said this, she said this. Oh, I should have not done this. Oh, why did I do this? Oh, I am like this only. This is all in the past. Yeah? Constant running into the past is an activity of the mind. And it's called smriti. Yeah? Recognize when you are lost in the past, you are losing out this present moment. This present moment is only this much. This. And it's gone. Now it's the past. This. Now it's gone. This. Now it's gone. This is the present. This is the present. Now it's gone. Are you getting it? The present moment is just now. 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 And being in the now again and again and again is the skill of being in yoga. Yeah? So, learn this skill. You have to practice it. You have lost your mind in these vrittis. Yeah, now recognize I am lost in one of these 5 vrittis, and again pull yourself from the environment to the self. Again it will get lost in the environment. Again pull yourself back to the self. That is why we do Panchakosha meditation right on the first day of the happiness program. So those of you don't know or don't remember Panchakosha, and look it up online, find it somewhere and sit and do Panchakosha meditation and recognize what Guruji was talking about today. Yes? Yeah. Homework number 4. Smriti or memory. Whenever I am in the past, I recognize and I come back to the present moment, to the now. The now is just now. 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 Yeah. Dropping the past and just living life moment to moment to moment, because you don't know which moment could be your last moment. Do you? And tell me, when you want to leave from this world, do you want to leave fantasizing something stupid or thinking about a ghost or nurturing some wrong knowledge, some viparyaya? Oh, he and she, I know, they don't talk to me, they don't like me. Do you want to go from the world thinking all this rubbish? Your choice. Yeah. If you want to go with a clean mind, you have to bring in self-discipline, anushasana. Yeah? And this self-discipline is nothing but moving from the external people, situations and things to the self. Yeah? Now understand, it is the tendency of the mind. The mind will again go out and get lost. It loves to get lost in a person or a situation and thing it likes, and gets lost in person, situation and things that it dislikes. Huh? Your job is to bring it back again. Again it will go, again bring it back. Again it will go, again bring it back. Constantly when you keep bringing it back, at one point the mind will get so tired of you, bringing it back again, it will stop going out. It will give up on you. Yeah? This chattering will stop that day. And when this chattering stops, it's the most beautiful feeling. Yeah? That experience of silence is amazing. Yeah? That is yoga, where this chattering does not exist at all. Yeah? Where you are abiding in the self.
Ekta, I have a question. So is this...
Hello?
Bringing the mind back
I cannot hear you.
to the center? And to bring the mind back to the center so that it can abide in the self. Is this also sadhana?
Exactly. This is the main thing, na? What are we doing in Kriya? Tell me. What have you understood that you've been doing in Kriya so many years?
So we use breathing techniques to bring the mind from external to the self.
Exactly. It's the same thing. That which you are doing with eyes closed in Kriya, Patanjali is telling you do it moment to moment to moment with your eyes open. Are you getting it? He's telling you the same thing. Yeah? But in a different manner. He's saying bring meditation in your life. Yeah? And it's also there in the part 1 program or the happiness program. No? Again and again, bring your mind to the present moment. Now. Same thing exactly Patanjali is telling you. Come to the now. And that is what you do in meditation with eyes closed. In eyes closed, what happens? I have closed the environment out, but the thoughts of the environment are still there. Are you seeing this? I may have shut out the person and the situation and the thing, but the thoughts are still here. Then in meditation, I move away from the thoughts somewhere deep and I just abide in the self. Yeah? Patanjali is taking you one step ahead. Open your eyes and do it in real life. Yes, that is why Patanjali's knowledge is so helpful. It will actually help you to apply all this in your life. Yeah?
I have a question also. So, is this in relation to last week when we talked about agami karma? And we said to be aware and be in the present moment. So, one way of doing this is every time you ask yourself, am I in this state? Am I constantly thinking, are they talking bad about me or whatever? It's bringing you back and moving you away from that thought process, correct?
Correct. Exactly. Exactly. So when I think that he and she are saying something about me, it's just the first thought, first wrong thought, yeah, first viparya. What does this wrong thought do to me? It churns up emotions, no? Yeah? Thought leads to emotion. Recognize this. And that emotion, that churning or that hatred or that anger, whatever the emotion came up, it is nothing but a future seed. है ना? In future, it is going to sprout in some way or the other. I have thrown out an agami karma by encouraging any of these 5 vrittis. Recognize this. Yeah? So, viparyaya, vikalpa, pramana, keep checking if all this is there. Smriti, if all these 4 are there in my daily activity with my eyes open, this is what is going to come in my dreams. And what am I doing by doing this? I am just putting a stamp on the same impression. Keep putting a bigger stamp, bigger stamp, bigger stamp. What does that happen? It makes the impression bigger. Yeah, that will really come back to you. Yeah, so if you really dislike somebody and you don't want them to come back to you, stop thinking about them. Yeah, because the moment you think, an emotion comes up and stamp, one impression. Yes, so let's get smarter. Yeah.
And this is not suppressing your thoughts, right? It is more like understanding that what I am doing is not right for me. It's not good for me.
Perfect. Perfect. Just like that child put its hand into the fire, got burnt and then realized I'm not supposed to do this after this because I get burnt. It's the same thing. Recognizing my dislike, my viparyaya, my this weird thinking is burning me only. Yeah. A wise one recognizes and withdraws. Enough I've done for lifetimes. I was a little kid. Now I have grown up. It's just that. Yeah. Regard yourself like that. I was a little baby. Today I have grown up. Let me not put my hand into the fire anymore. Any other questions?
So I do have one question. When we are meditating, we close our eyes. So even if the object of my sense is in front of me, I am kind of partially cut off from it. Although the thought is there, it is lingering, but I am not really engaging in the object right now. But what Patanjali is saying, with your eyes open, do all this. But the object of your senses is right in front of you. And even at that time, to withdraw yourself from the object, that seems very difficult.
Yes, it is difficult. Patanjali is an even more stricter master. Yeah, he will make you do all these activities where while walking and sleeping and doing things in your day-to-day activity, you should become stronger by the day. Become more and more stronger. Take a self-discipline. Adopt a self-discipline. That come what may, I am not going to get burnt. Yes? Patanjali is slightly strict. That's why I call him I call him a spiritual scientist. First of all, he's so fantastic that he went and dissected it. That muddy water, he dissected, this is a pebble and this is a little dirt and this is another speck of grass and this is a leaf. Yeah, that is all this is making the dirt up. He actually dissected it. Yeah, and after that he picks up a stick and he tells you, now become disciplined. Now I'm telling you what it is. Yeah, it's the best part of Patanjali. You are still on mute. I cannot hear you.
The most brilliant thing is these are enlightened masters who are, I'm very sure they are always in the self, abiding in the self. But yet they know the mind of us, like people like me. They know what is going on and they know how to control it or I don't know. I don't even have words to explain this thing, but it's just so beautiful how they can just put everything in order so that we can understand. Oh, okay, this is all that is going on, and I can very much relate to it. I can say, oh, okay, I know this, I understand this because I have been through this.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true. Yeah, very beautiful. Okay, anybody else has a question?
I think Sapa and also Jamal, they have questions on the chat. So, Vivek, are you going to read them?
Yeah, I was just wondering. Thank you. So someone is asking, is any kind of fear vikalpa?
Absolutely. Fear is vikalpa. Yeah? Fear is what will happen. Will happen, do you understand? You do not have a guarantee you are going to see tomorrow morning sunrise. You are worrying about something which has no foundation. Yes? You have no guarantee. Or maybe you are that special one that God created and sent down with an expiry date. Do you have it? Yeah? I need to really talk to you. How did you get it? Yeah? If you don't have it, then you're worrying about a baseless thing. You have no idea whether you're going to wake up tomorrow morning or not. Yes, when you have no idea, you're worrying about something baseless. You don't know whether it will happen, it will not happen. So drop this worry about future. Fear belongs to future. Recognize this. Fear never belongs to the past. Fear is never there now. It's about what will happen. What if this happens? Yeah? Recognize this.
So then this vikalpa, this fear that you have, isn't that actually a seed? So even though it doesn't have a potential to come true, you have planted that seed or that constant fear, then it has that possibility of actually becoming true. Correct?
Exactly. Have you noticed sometimes you really feared, I'm going to get fired, you really got fired in a few days? Happens, no? Sometimes you keep thinking, oh, I'm going to flunk this exam, I'm definitely going to flunk. You'll definitely flunk now. Yeah? You are only throwing out that seed. Yeah, so stop doing that and recognize even before this seed can sprout, you might kick the bucket and go up. Uselessly you wasted precious moment. Present moments are very precious. You wasted them worrying about something that didn't even happen in your life. At least if it would have happened, chalo, sakar hua. But this was useless. Yeah? Do not waste a single precious moment worrying or thinking about what will happen and what if this and what if that. Fear belongs to future and I have no guarantee about future. Drop this moment, let go. Yeah.
there's another question from Jivan. He says, so is this the way to do meditation with your eyes open?
Yes. This is the most beautiful way to meditate. If you can meditate like this, Jivan, then you do not need to close your eyes and meditate ever. Yeah? Because you're walking meditatively, you're talking meditatively, you're breathing meditatively. What else is required in life? You're already there. Yes? So start practicing. This will begin with practice. Don't say overnight I have to become a rock star guitarist. The whole world should love me. No, right now I want to become a guitarist. I've just taken the guitar in my hand. Wait, patience. Learn to play the chords, learn to play the scales, then coordinate them, then sing a song. You may open your mouth and a frog sound might come out. You have to work on that. Yeah, the frog has to become a beautiful bird's voice. Takes a lot of practice. Same time you have to give to meditation. You cannot say, oh, I did the 6 days happiness program. Nothing happened to me. I'm not enlightened yet. Wait, patience. Boss, you just learned. You have just picked up the guitar. Practice, 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 practice. Keep practicing. One day you are going to reach that level of skill. Yeah? So start. Everybody start practicing this meditation with open eyes. Withdraw from your pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa and smriti.
So here's a continuation question. It says, so I think it's a statement. So being in the present moment by coming back from the 5 birthdays of the mind is also meditation.
Absolutely. That is why it was the main point of the Art of Living Happiness program. And we thought it was something so simple. Yeah. What is so great about it? No, it has a wealth of information in it. Yeah. If you can master that one point, I tell you, you don't need any other jnana in the world. Just live in the present moment. Yeah. Any other questions? No? All set. Yeah. And keep practicing all week, abiding in the self. Jai Gurudev.